Hello friends, welcome to the Point. In this session, we are discussing about geomorphic processes. The endogenic and exogenic forces that causes physical stress and chemical actions on the earth materials and brings out changes in the configuration of the surface of the earth is known as geomorphic processes. Endogenic process, it is a geological process that occurs beneath the surface of the earth. It is associated with the energy originating in the interior of the solid earth. The ground we live is still moving all the time. The forces within the earth, it causes the ground to move, and this force is called endogenic force. Exogenic processes. The exogenic process, it derives its energy from the atmosphere. It is determined by the ultimate energy from the sun and also the gradients created by the tectonic factors. Some of the exogenic processes are weathering, mass wasting, erosion and transportation, deposition and depositional landforms. So what is weathering? Weathering is action of elements of weather and climate over the earth materials. There are a number of processes within weathering which act either individually or together to affect the earth's material in order to reduce them to a fragmental state. There are three major groups of weathering process: chemical weathering, physical or mechanical weathering, and biological weathering process. Chemical weathering process. Chemical weathering is weakening and subsequent disintegration of rock by chemical reaction. These reactions include oxidation, hydrolysis and carbonation. This process, it either forms or destroys minerals, thus altering the nature of the rock's mineral composition. Oxidation, it is a reaction of rock minerals with oxygen. It changes the mineral composition of the rock. When minerals is rock oxidized, they become less resistant to weathering. Iron is a commonly known mineral that becomes red or rusted when it gets oxidized. Carbonation. It is a process of rock minerals that reacts with the carbonic acid. Carbonic acid, it is formed when water combines with carbon dioxide. Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is a chemical reaction that is caused by water. Water changes the chemical composition and size of minerals in the rock, making them less resistant to weathering. Physical weathering process. Physical weathering, it is also known as mechanical weathering. It weakens the rocks followed by disintegration due to the physical or mechanical forces. It includes the action on the rocks by abrasion, frost shattering, temperature fluctuation and salt crystal growth. Significance of weathering. Mass movements. Mass movement is also called as mass wasting. It is a geomorphic process by which the soil, sand, regolith and rocks, they move down slope as a solid continuously or in a discontinuous manner, largely under the force of gravity, frequently with characteristics of a flow as in debris flow and mud flows. Similarly, the slow movements and rapid movements of the soil. Landslides. The term landslide or landslip, it refers to several forms of mass wasting that includes a wide range of ground movements such as rockfalls, deep-seated slope failures, mud flows and debris flows. Erosion and deposition. Erosion, it is the action of surface process that removes the soil, rock or dissolved material from one location on the earth crust and transports it to the other location. Deposition is the process where the sediments, soil and rocks, they are added to the landform or the landmass. Soil formation. Soil is formed from the breakdown of rocks into tiny pieces called sediments. These rocks are broken down through the process of weathering due to exposure to extreme temperature changes, wind-blown particles, precipitation and flowing water and ice, and hence the soil is formed. See you in the next session. Thank you.